Okay, be honest. When you hear the words Veterans Land Board, what do you picture? Is it a dusty room with a giant map from 1973? A stern board of people in uniforms speaking entirely in acronyms so classified even they don't know what they mean? Or maybe you're thinking, that sounds like a thing that probably helps people, but my brain just filed it right next to tax code and my router's instruction manual. Important, but mystifying. What if I told you it's actually one of the most powerful veteran-friendly secret weapons in the entire state of Texas? We're talking about buying a home with a loan that will make your civilian friends weep with jealousy. We're talking about finally getting that piece of Texas dirt you've been dreaming of. I recently sat down with Travis Willis from the Texas Veterans Land Board. And let me tell you, this guy is not what you'd expect from a land board representative. He's like if your most knowledgeable, helpful friend decided to master the entire Texas real estate and benefits system for vets. He cracked the code and he's here to share it with us. This interview is about to turn I wish I could into watch me do it. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in Central Texas and the surrounding areas, then hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first one to know about the current market in Central Texas. My name is Matthew Dick and I have lived in Central Texas for over 13 years. My team and I love helping people make their move to Central Texas, and whether that's in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to reach out. All of our contact info should be down in the description or here at the bottom of the screen, and we'd be happy to help you make that smooth move to Central Texas. All right, guys, so I'm here with Travis Willis with Veterans Land Board. He is going to break down everything about the Veterans Land Board so we have a better understanding. So, Travis, where are you from?
Well, I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, born and raised. Now reside in Temple.
Okay. You're a veteran, right?
I am.
What did you do in the military?
Started out enlisted as a wheel vehicle mechanic in the Mississippi National Guard, and then went through ROTC and commissioned as a field artillery officer.
Okay, so then how long were you in the military?
16 years total. 16
years total, and then you got out and you immediately went over to the VLB?
Yep. That was I would say my first and last job. It's been a great journey, but yeah, started out back in 2023. First job out of the military.
Okay. What drove you to the VLB?
Well, I always had a passion for helping people.
Okay.
This job, kind of lined up with those things that, my values, because we like to serve, we like to help people.
Yep.
That's what we did in the military. So now you get the opportunity to give back to those that are in service and, those are out of service. So it's just a really good opportunity to continue to give back. The VLB is a state agency, state of Texas agency. It was created in 1946 after World War II for World War II veterans coming home from their conflict.
Okay.
Throughout the nation, that we had a lot of service members coming back that didn't have a place to go.
Yep.
So Texas decided, and I think a couple other states created other programs that mirror the VLB, but no other state has the opportunity to create a land program because Texas didn't give their land to the federal government. They retained that land. So we exist under an agency called the Texas General Land Office,
okay,
which is the oldest state agency here in the state of Texas. It was created in 1836. And if anyone ever wanted to see those original land grants, those original not deeds, the land grants and the maps for the state of Texas, you can always go out and schedule a tour of the archives at the Stephen F. Austin building out in Austin. So, but then fast forward to 1946, that's where I wasn't here yet, but 1946.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Organization was established in 1946 for those World War II veterans.
Okay. What benefits do they provide to veterans?
So we help veterans purchase land, buy homes, do improvements on their primary residence. We have 10 long-term skilled nurse facilities all throughout the state of Texas. And then we have 5 cemeteries that meet the same criteria as the National Cemetery Administration through the VA.
Okay.
And then we offer an oral history program where veterans can tell their story and be recorded as part of Texas Archives forever.
Okay. So who qualifies for the land loans?
For qualification, you have to be on active duty for at least 90 days.
Okay.
Not dishonorably discharged.
Okay.
A bona fide resident here in the state of Texas for at least 1 day.
Okay.
You can be a surviving spouse of a veteran whose death was listed, or whose death was service connected or listed as missing in action.
Okay.
You can be a reservist with 20 qualifying years towards retirement, or you can have those 90 days on active duty.
Okay.
That'll help you out.
What's the max amount that they can borrow to purchase land?
You can finance up to $200,000. Now this just changed on February 9th. We increased the land loan amount for an individual veteran from $150,000 up to now $200,000. The interest rate is 7.25%, and it changed in October 2023. It increased from 6.95 now to 7.25%, and it's pretty much going to stay there until if the board makes a decision to change it, then it'll change. How
do you guys help veterans purchase homes?
So we do have this program is called the Veterans Housing Assistance Program.
Okay.
A lot of people call it the Tex Vet. I think it's been called that before. A veteran can purchase a home. Now, we don't originate the home loans. We originate the land loans. So if you get a land loan through the VOB, at $200,000, I didn't mention $275,000 for dual serving spouses.
Okay.
That's another amount for the land loan. But for the home loan, we have a participating lenders list where you can pick a lender that you want to work with, but our home loans are originated in conjunction with the VA FHA of conventional financing.
Okay.
And the total amount is $832,750 as of this year.
Okay. And then basically, because I've done this before, it's just it's interest rate driven. So instead of it being a 6% interest rate, it'd be a 5.5%.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And then let's talk nursing homes.
Okay.
Where are they located? Who qualifies?
So the nursing homes is becoming my baby, so to speak, because parents are getting older.
Yeah.
We've got Vietnam era veterans in most of our homes nowadays, but any era, the way you qualify is actually having a need. You have to have a long-term skilled care need. So if you can't take care of two of your ADLs, two of your daily activities, then that'll qualify you being there so long you have a long-term skilled care need and your providers say that you have and need that.
Okay.
And you need a DD 214, but those minimums, you don't even have to be a Texas resident to stay in those homes.
Okay.
We have memory care units for those that may have dementia, Alzheimer's. We have the capacity to house those individuals that need that type of care as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Is there any specific, where are the memory care units located? Do you know?
They're on a specific wing. It varies by location. We have 10 long-term skilled nursing facilities throughout the state. So the one closest to here is actually right here in Temple. It was created it was built in the year 2000. It was the first one, and now we're out to 10. Yeah. We average about 120 to 160 beds per home, and about roughly 20 to 30 beds are dedicated to memory care per home.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. My grandma has dementia, so she's in a memory care facility up in Missouri. My aunt and uncle, we were talking about that yesterday.
The cemeteries. So we have 4 operational cemeteries. We have the closest one here is in Killeen. Okay. Now, the way we acquired both the nursing homes and the cemeteries is through land donation.
Okay.
Very recently, if you look in the news, there was a generous donor, Christian, I think is her name. She just donated some land that she had in her family because I don't know the exact details, but we were able to apply for a grant from the VA to fund the initial construction for that cemetery that potentially will be in East Texas. But there's one in Killeen. We have 4 operational. The 5th is going to open in Lubbock soon. We're just waiting on some plumbing to get through, but we do meet the same criteria as the National Cemetery Administration through the VA. So the key benefit with those cemeteries is that from the gate forward, we take care of the burial, the military honors, all of that's free of charge. Okay. And the veteran has to get to the gate. That's basically what we say.
Okay. How do you qualify for that? Is there a process to, if tomorrow I wanted to get a plot, how would I do that?
So pre-registration, you can do that as soon as today, or what time is it? There we go. Yeah, today. You can pre-register if you want it today. We just need your DD form 214. It's some other supporting documentation because you can be in service. You won't have a DD form 214 at that point, but you can just call our 800 number. We can get the pre-registration process started as soon as today, and it's for you and your spouse.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. So you didn't mention it, but since I know it, let's talk about the land auctions and how those work.
Okay. So we do a quarterly land sale for veterans only. It's exclusive to veterans and service members. The way these happen is we acquire that land through forfeiture. So if someone's not maintaining their payments or they're passed away, whatever may have happened, then that land then comes back to the VLB and we put it up for a veterans only land sale.
Okay.
These land sales occur quarterly. So it's January, April, July, and October of every year. And then 6 weeks out from that actual land sale, we'll post those tracts of land on the website 6 weeks out.
Okay.
For those that are on the newsletter distribution, then you'll get that information pushed to you. And if you happen to have a great memory like most of us do, then you can just check the website, at that point in time. But it is a blind bid. You don't know who you're bidding against. The entirety of the process is conducted online. Okay. So if you go online and create an account, you'll be able to log in there and you can bid every day up until the date of sale. Okay. But yeah, those occur quarterly. And it's a forfeited land sale for veterans only.
Do they have to bring the cash within a certain amount of time or a loan in a certain amount of time to receive the property?
Well, for the auction, they don't have to have any money up front. The way the bid works is the amount that's listed on the website, that's the minimum amount that you have to bid. If you get the winning bid, we'll call you and we'll let you know, and you can accept it or you can walk away. And if you walk away, that's okay. You didn't lose anything because it goes to the next highest bidder.
Okay.
Yep. So no cash up front.
All right. So let's talk about the videos.
Okay.
How does that work? Who can do it, and why is it important?
Voices of Veterans is our oral history program where our coordinator's name is Mr. James Dillon. He'll travel to you, or he'll conduct it over the phone, whichever works best for the veteran. There is a video element that he's adding in now. Okay. But it's historically it's been an audio. I don't know where that came from. It's been an audio recording, but now he's coupling it with the visual portion too. So I think that is a great addition because you want to make sure your story is preserved correctly. You got people out here like myself talking about how my granddaddy used to load them bombs, and that's all I remember from his story. So we just want to make sure we preserving people's story correctly.
Okay. And what I find cool about that is that in 100 years, if my hopefully great grandkids or whatever just happen to stumble across it, they'll know that their great grandfather was just a true badass. So now, what's the easiest way for the veteran to do any of this?
Yeah, online I think would be the best way of getting all of our information. We do a lot of outreach as the marketing team, but the best way we put everything on our social media. Everything is on our website. We have a call center that we man throughout the day, 5 days a week. And any questions they may have for us or with the Texas Veterans Commission, we share that call center with them as well. Okay. We can help them out with that. But everything's online. If you want to apply for a land loan, you have to do it online. I just helped a gentleman yesterday in person. I actually helping him today again too with that land loan process. Everything's online.
Yeah. So how does the home improvement loan go?
So the home improvement loan is it's a $50,000 loan that you could take through the VLB. It is originated by the VLB. The interest rate is the same as the home loan rate that we have, but it is originated through us. You can pick your own contract. You just can't do your own work. Okay. So if you want to do a project, let's say a deck, roofing, solar panels, and for those that might like jacuzzis in their bathroom, that may help a lot of people out with therapeutic things and in that nature. But that's money you got to pay back. So I always say there are other options out there when it comes to federal money. There's some grants out there if you apply for it through the VA. But I heard that's hard to come across the adaptive housing and all that type thing. But if you qualify, but this has to be paid back because it is a loan. 2 to 20 year term, paid off as early as you like, no penalty. And then you will have a lien on your property because VLB doesn't like to be in any position lower than the second lien position. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of that. Okay. No down payment. Didn't mention that.
No down payment. Now, what's the website? How do they get to the website?
VLB.texas.gov.
VLB.texas.gov.
Yes.
And then the phone number's on there. Everything's on there. Mm-hmm. Easiest way is to scroll through there or call the hotline Monday through Friday.
Yep. 7:30 to 5 p.m.
Central Standard Time.
Central Standard Time, correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Because you're buying land in Texas, so you got to go by our time standard.
And that's a good point too. I think that that bona fide residency, we want to make sure that's clear, because I know people that served here, let's say Vietnam era, they moved to let's call it Louisiana somewhere, where they don't qualify anymore because they're not a bona fide resident.
Yeah, they're not boots on the ground here.
But they can have a utility bill. They can have that their PCS or transfer orders that brought them here, a letter from from a resident or a letter from a relative that they may live with here, or they can have a license. And that's one of 4 ways that they can prove their bona fide residency. However, that's nursing home doesn't qualify. I mean, nursing home, if someone has a long-term skilled care need and they have a DD Form 214, they can stay in a Texas state veterans home, and they can apply to all 10 simultaneously
and try to get in whichever one. Okay, too easy. Is there anything else you want to add?
Well, I did mention the half point off the interest rate. So if you're a veteran with 30% or greater service-connected disability, you qualify for an additional half point off of that home rate and that home improvement loan rate.
Okay.
So that I think that's a really great thing out there. I know about a week ago the base rate was 5.95%.
Yeah.
VLB was at 5.7, and if you were a veteran with service-connected disability of 30% or greater, you would have had a 5.2% interest rate.
Yeah.
So not only are you getting that benefit of that VA home loan benefit, because we complement the VA. We're not the VA. We love to say that we definitely complement the VA.
Yeah.
FHA or convention. That doesn't matter which direction that the veteran or service member wants to go, but that's how we like to help.
See, I told you, not a dusty map in sight. Just straight up powerful tools to build your Texas future. Don't try to figure this out alone. Call them. That's what they're there for. Travis and the entire VLB team are literally waiting by the phone to help you. They're not salespeople, they're counselors. Their success is measured by how many veterans they help, not by commissions checks. If this conversation helped you, or you think it could help a battle buddy, a family member, someone in your unit, do us a huge favor. Smash that like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm to show this to more veterans who need to see it. Subscribe to the channel. We're always digging up these golden nuggets of benefit info and breaking them down without all the jargon. And most importantly, share this video. Tag a friend in the comments with, hey, you need to know about this. Travis, thank you again for demystifying the awesome. Everyone else, thank you for your service and for watching. Now, get out there and get yours. We'll see you on the next video.